Hello, everybody. This is Erin Grace, and this is a recording of my 21-day miracle retreat. This is session 1, and I'm offering this as a bit of a sample for those of you who are not familiar with my energy healing services or my light language healing. For those of you who have never experienced this type of healing before, I really felt like putting this out to the public just to give you a sample or a little bit of an experience of what is possible. So in session 1 of this 21-day miracle retreat, we are laying a foundation for how energy works and really getting connected to the big source, which is God, universe, source, whatever your name, whatever you call it is exactly perfect. And so I want to welcome you here to enjoy this 1-hour meditation and know that this is session 1 out of 21 sessions. And if you'd like more information, please look in the description box below. Thank you again and enjoy the meditation. All right, so I'm just going to ask you guys just to take a few deep breaths and just feel your breath for a moment. That's all you need to focus on. You don't have to try very hard. Just breathe for a moment. And as you breathe, you can feel your lungs going up and down, rising and falling. And our lungs are right there in our heart center, our heart space. So immediately when we bring our focus to our breath, we're also bringing focus to that heart space. And just feel what that's like to feel yourself in this present moment. We're about to start our day off on the right foot, in alignment. Okay, and our goal today is to really connect to that big power source, right? So sometimes when we're facing our everyday life, we can feel small or we can play small, but really we have a gigantic source inside us. We have a gigantic power source inside us. And that's the part of us that we are going to get connected to. And it's true that there is a source outside of us that's larger than us, that's actually outside of this universe or this time matrix, but that same source is also inside us. It's as within, so without. As without, so within. As above, so below. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is try to go back to that place where you remember before you originated as this individual, before your unique vibration separated itself from this ocean of consciousness. Can you feel what it's like to be part of a gigantic orchestra of frequency that sounds so beautiful, like music, where each of you play a different note in this beautiful music? And feel how all the frequencies complement one another. They dance together, they're balanced together, they belong together. And just imagine as you decided to spark this idea of creativity, to take your own unique frequency and to birth it out into this world. And I want you just to remember that original place, that original source. And whether you see this as an ocean, just frequency, or a big light source, I want you just to feel yourself being immersed in that, like a nice warm hug. And feel that light, that energy, that wholeness, that welcoming. You know, God's source universe welcomes you home no matter what. You don't have to be anything different than what you are. You are just accepted as you are. You are loved, you are held, you are cared for, you are precious, you are so special. And I want you to feel that and really allow that big source to just permeate your being. So you really witness how the sound, how the light, how the frequency of love, pure, eternal, graceful love permeates the top of your face. But you can also just imagine it coming right through your entire body. So from your face to your neck, to your chest, to your belly, to your lower abdomen, to your hips, to your legs, to your knees, to your calf muscles, to your ankles, to your feet. And just feel your whole body being immersed or hugged in this beautiful frequency of wholeness, of unity, of oneness, of just being loved for who you are unconditionally. And then allow that energy to wrap right around you. So it also touches all around you from the behind, from the back of you as well. The back of your head, the back of your mind, the back of your neck, the back of your chest, the back of your belly, your lower back, right? Your lower hips, all the way down your legs again, your knees. And just feel yourself completely immersed in this. And now I want you to bring your consciousness back into the here and now a little bit, but still hold that frequency, knowing that you are full of it. And I'm going to begin at the top of your head. I'm going to begin with light language and I'm going to clear the field. Okay. And I'm going to start at the top and we're going to work our way down. We're going to run frequency all the way through our being. We're going to go straight into Mama Earth. We're going to connect to the Earth core and we're going to bring that energy back up. And we're going to have a little journey together of your anatomy, of who you truly are. So you can actually feel this at all times. Because we aren't just this physical body. We have an entire aura spectrum all around us. And there are layers to your aura that are indeed layers of you, just at a less dense frequency. So our bodies feel solid, and that next layer out is a little bit less dense and a little less dense and a little less dense. We're going to explore all of that together in under an hour. And that is my goal for this session, is to leave you in a place of feeling connected, of knowing your true universal self, to get bigger than the problems, okay? So I'm going to begin. I just also want to create a sacred space at this time. So just calling in all of our beautiful guides of living light who are here for the highest love and joy of this planet, for the collective, and everybody in this container today. We're calling in just all of the support just to create that sacred circle of protection all around us, holding the frequency for us, making sure that all of the energy stays in alignment. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. And as I begin with the light language, I'm just going to ask you guys to tune in to not just the top of your head, but you actually have 3 chakra points outside of, on top of your head, just outside of your physical body. These chakra points exist in your light body. And so there are 3 stars floating vertically above your head. And we're going to connect to the very tippy top star, that 3rd star floating above your head. And this is part of your multidimensionality. It's part of your light body anatomy. This connects you into what I would say is the 14th dimension. And this beautiful little star has a pastel yellow color to it. It's like creamed honey. It's sweet, it's forgiving, it's medicine, it's soothing, the same way that honey can be put on wounds and it will heal it. This is what this frequency has. So we're going to start to bring frequency in from that tippy top star above your head. And I'll begin with light language. Sutre ki salutrokesh, shayotrokesh, shayomalayu sokosha yotrokesh. Isalutrokesh yapale sasutrokesh yamalaye sasutrokesh. Imalayis sutrokesh yapale sasutrokesh. Inatre kisalutrokesh yapale sasutrokesh yopa. Trekitikeasha sutrokesh yapale sasutro. And now let's just allow that beautiful pastel yellow color like creamed honey. Allow this frequency to come down you kind of like a rain shower, or this soothing, healing medicine, allowing that to flow down and reach the very tippy top of your head now, connecting to your crown chakra. Allow that beautiful light to come into the crown, coming through the top of your head into like the actual physical brain, and just feel that frequency soothing the mind. Like a honey, like healing sweetness, pure forgiveness. Sutro shiapale sa sutro shiapa. Trikitikiasha sutro umale sa sutro kesh. And any thought patterns that are not in alignment for your highest love and joy, we're going to ask this beautiful honey-colored frequency to just fill in all of those old neural pathways that no longer serve you. Sutro shiapale sa sutro kesh. You can feel them just filling in all the old grooves that no longer need to be there anymore. Because our thoughts take the path of least resistance. And if you think a thought repeatedly, though, it'll be like kind of on autopilot. So any thoughts that are on autopilot, let's allow this sweet honey colored light to just really fill in those grooves so that it's no longer so ingrained. Okay. Sutrokesh, yupalesa, sutro esha yutrokesh. And let's soothe that top of the mind, the top of the brain. And let's just allow the frequency to go all the way to the back of the mind, the back of the head. Sutrokesh, yupalesa, sutrokesh. And at this time, I'm just going to clear the back of the third eye chakra. Clearing away anything that actually prevents you from seeing your truth, from seeing the truth in the world, from seeing yourself truthfully, as in you are an unlimited being. You have so much potential. You are a moving ball of energy. You are shifting and changing every day. You are a new person every day, and you have unlimited potential. So anything that's not in alignment with that truth, we're going to ask now for you to just to open up and let it all go now. And what I say is just imagine that there's a hand and just allow that hand to open. And as that opens, it all gets cleared. Sutrokesh yopa triakatiakash. Ki salutrokesh yopa treketikiasha sutro oshayotrokesh shayotrokesh shayotrokesh. And so allow the beautiful golden frequency, that pastel honey color, to come down to the back of the brainstem now. So this would be at the base of the skull. There's a huge cluster of nerves here. So let's pour that sweet honey all over that huge cluster of nerves. This is the vagus nerve that branches off into 3 different branches. And this is really responsible for how we feel on a daily basis. How is your nervous system acting? So let's soothe that big cluster of nerves. Sutrokesh yopa triki salutrokesh yopa triketiki asha sutro umalayus sutrokesh yopa triketiki asha su salutro e shayotrokesh shayotrokesh. And let's just run that frequency all the way down the back of the neck. And let's connect to the spinal column, the spinal cord, and let's run that beautiful sweet colored honey all the way down your spine. Sutrokesh yopatre, soothing the nervous system. Treketikiasha sutro umalaysa sutrokesh yopa. Treketikiasha su umalaysa sutrokesh yopatre, all the way down to your tailbone. Sutro esha yonatre ki salutro esha yoma. Treketikiasha sutro. And if you could imagine from your spinal column, there are branches of nerves running all the way like beautiful tree branches. So just use your imagination and allow that sweet colored honey to permeate all of the nerves, sutrokesh, all of the tree branches. Treketikiasha sutro oma shayotro e shayotrokesh. Treketikiasha su umale sasu utre I salutrokesh yopale sasutrokesh. Iamalayusoko shayotrokesh shayotrokesh shayotrokesh. Beautiful. Let's bring that frequency up the spine again, right up to the base of the skull. Supero esha yotrokeshi sasu inatriakati. Trekatikeasha su umale sasu trokeshi opatriakati. And let's reconnect to the top of the head, the top of the crown, imagining that beautiful frequency again coming down all around you like a rain shower. And this time when it comes into the mind, it just comes to the front of the forehead, soothing that prefrontal cortex. Sutro o shayotro ke shayapatria katiakash tutro o shayotro. Just soothing any overthinking, overanalyzing. Treya patria katiakash tutre I salutrokesh. Sutro e shayotrokesh shayotrokesh. And again, allowing this frequency to really just open up anything that prevents you from seeing your truth and the truth in the world. Sutro e shayotrokesh yopatriakati. Now moving this energy through your face now, it flows down and you can feel it coming down through the back of your eyes. Sutrokesh, again, allowing you to see truth. Sitre ki salutro, and it comes down into your ears, allowing you to hear truth. to hear your truth and to hear truth in the world. Moving it down through your cheeks and your face, relaxing your jaw, and moving it down your neck, right into that voice chakra, allowing this beautiful honey sweetness to open the voice so you can speak your truth in the world, so you can speak your own unique frequency that is rightfully yours, that is your unique frequency that makes you so unique and special, like a fingerprint. There's no one else like you in this world. There's no one else like you in this universe. You are a unique, beautiful, precious being, and your voice matters. Ki salutro shayotro shayuma, triketike ashasutro eshayutro eshayotro eshayotro kesh. Moving this energy down into the base of the neck here in the front, coming into the collarbone area, sutro eshayotro, and what we would call like the higher heart chakra. Let's just kind of connect there. Moving the energy down into your lower neck and your shoulders, the collarbone. You feel it on your shoulders. Moving it into your chest, and into your beautiful heart space, filling your heart with this beautiful honey-colored light of sweetness, of forgiveness, of grace, of peace, of balance, allowing it to fill your sweet heart, fill all the little chambers and all the little spaces in between the spaces of your beautiful heart. Paying special attention to the back of the heart. And remember, honey is soothing, honey is sweet. Honey is like a medicine salve, like a healing balm, where when you put it on, it just really is like, it's almost like a bandage or a patch, but it goes on and it really helps to heal. And maybe not immediately, because we've all experienced things in our hearts, but just know that this is the first step to really treating the heart in a way where we can mend it. Moving this energy down your core now. So coming down your rib cage, coming down your diaphragm, all the way into your solar plexus. This is a huge power source for you. This is where your courage comes from. This is where your integrity comes from. This is also connected to the mental plane as well. So let's do lots of healing here on the solar plexus. So you remember your power. Moving this down into the belly, below the belly button now, into the sacral chakra, just below the belly button. And this is a huge creational center. This is also your joy center. So let this sweet honey just pour over your joy center, bringing you joy, bringing you your creational gnosis back online, that you are a co-creator in this world. And again, paying close attention to the back of the sacral, so the lower back, and just remember that hand. Let's just open up that hand and let go of anything in the past where you didn't feel your full power and ability to co-create and shift things. Yamalaisa su usale treki salutrokesh. Imalaisa su umalaisa su trokesh ayopa. And moving this energy down now to the root chakra at the base of the tailbone. Su useleki salitreki salutrokesh. And this is your ability to feel safe, supported, secure. This is also your health, your vitality of the physical body. Salutro e shayotrokesh ayopa treakatiakash totri I salutro. And in terms of security, this is also your abundance, what you're bringing in. Sutro esha yotro kesh. So asking this light and allowing this light to really clear out the root chakra of any density, of any frequency that is not in alignment with your highest love and joy and that new version, that highest version, the best version of you that you are shifting into now. And remember that hand just opening and just let it all clear. Sutro kesh, shayotro kesh. Like moving the mountains with a feather, just let it blow away. Sutro kesha yotro uma anatria kati. Salutro esha yotro kesha yopali sutro esha yotro kesh. Moving this frequency into your hips. Treketikiasha su umalayisa sutro. It runs down your hips and into your thighs. Treketiakash tutro osha yotro kesha yotro kesh. You feel this frequency running down your thighs, opening all the meridian lines in your legs, allowing life force energy to flow naturally and freely. Sutro esha yotro kesh. And moving it over your knees. Sutro kesha yopatria katia kash. And the back of the knees, clear in that. Sutro kesha yopalisa sutro. Again, so circulation can flow easily, so that life force energy can flow easily. Sutro osha yotro kesh. And moving this energy down into your calf muscles and your shin bones. Sutro kesha yapalisa sutro esha yotro kesh. Moving this into your ankles. Sutro esha yotro kesha yotro kesh. And moving this frequency into your feet to fill your feet completely. Sutro kesha yotro kesha yama. Again, asking this light to always allow you to step in the direction that's in alignment with your highest self. So asking your feet to always know the right steps to take. And anything that's not in alignment with that, we're going to just open up the grasp that we may have on that frequency and let it glow. Let it go, let it blow away. Sutro kesha patria kati, treya katia kash, totre ki salutro kesh. Your body has a wisdom to it. It has a gnosis to it. It knows exactly where to go. And if you can listen to your body, it can lead you. Sutro kesh, yopali sa sutro kesh, yopali sa sitre ki salutro. And so now I'm going to ask you to just imagine that you are in your favorite place on earth, like a geographical location. What sort of location really lights you up? Is it on a beach near the water? Is it in the forest? Is it in a meadow? Is it in like a wetland area? Is it in a field? Is it in the desert? Some people love the desert, you know, some people do, like Arizona, like wherever it is that is your happy place. I want you to stand there now with the power of your imagination, and I want you to feel your feet on the ground. Feel that texture of the ground, of the earth beneath your feet. And let's move this energy down through the soles of your feet into the beautiful earth now. Growing beautiful roots like a beautiful tree all the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper still. We're going to be moving through all of the, sorry, I just got to let someone in here. I opened my eyes. We're going to be moving this energy down your roots. Moving it down your roots, past all the different minerals, past all the different rocks and crystals and aquifers and crystal caverns, down deeper and deeper and deeper until you reach the beautiful core of Mama Earth. Moving this energy into the core of the earth now. Sutro kesh yopalisa sutro kesh yotro kesh apalisa sutro kesh yapa. Treketi I salutro umalaisa su utreki salitreki salutro kesh. Moving this energy into the core of the earth. And at the core of Mama Earth, there is a very special consciousness. It is really what I believe is to be the Sophia Maria consciousness, the feminine Christed consciousness of unity consciousness. And if you really connect in with the earth core, there's a sweet spot that holds this frequency of mama love, of I love you and you are my child. Really, truly, we are all children on this earth, and Mother Earth is our greater mother who is here to care for us, support us, love us, heal us. And anything that we really, truly wish to create on this earth, Mama Earth, she supports that because she knows that she knows who you guys are. She recognizes your frequencies. The moment that your roots connect to her core, she recognizes you. You have a soul frequency that is so unique and special. She knows exactly who you are, and you are recognized, you are welcomed, you are accepted, and you are loved here. And she takes a big, deep sigh of relief to know that you came to this earth, to know that you are part of her and she is part of you. And Mother Earth core has a specific frequency to it. It has this aquamarine color. It's kind of like a pastel turquoise. And so, if we can connect to that frequency, colors are important because they hold a certain light spectrum to them, a certain wavelength that actually has a lot of power to it. So really connecting to that aquamarine pastel turquoise frequency. And she's going to send that energy back up your root system. This frequency comes up and up and up your roots until it reaches the soles of your feet. Sutro esha yotrukesh, shayotrukesh, imalayasa sutrukesh. Moving this energy through your feet. Allow this pastel turquoise frequency to fill your feet completely with Mama Earth love that's here to love you, support for you, and nourish you and provide for you. Mother Earth gives us our food, our clothes, our shelter, our water, everything that you wish to create. Mother Earth supports that. And when you need resources, Mother Earth brings resources. Mother Earth will move people towards you. Mother Earth will move connections towards you. Mother Earth will give you a network of people who love you because she can move them with her energy. She can spark this idea in multiple people around the world to find you and connect with you because she wants all of her children to work together in unity. Moving this energy, allowing it to fill your feet completely and then to rise up into your ankles now, filling you with that pastel turquoise nourishing energy of Mama Earth. Up and up your legs now, filling your calf muscles and your shin bones. Moving it up and over your knees, filling you with nourishment that your body needs. This is pure life force energy. This is what your body needs in order to heal itself. Moving it up your thighs, allowing it to fill your hips, connecting to your root chakra, and again, nourishing your root chakra so you feel safe, you feel nourished, you feel full of vitality, you feel full of life force. Move this energy to your lower belly, the sacral chakra, filling your sacral chakra up with this beautiful frequency of Mama Earth. So you know your creational power and that she's here to support you in that. Up and over the belly button now to the solar plexus, filling you up with your power, your source of integrity, your source of sovereignty, your source of abundance, making that big sunshine of your solar plexus even brighter. So moving this frequency up into your diaphragm, below the rib cage, moving it up into your chest and into your beautiful heart space. And I want you just to imagine for a moment that your heart is like a cup, or it's like a chalice, or some sort of vessel. And this beautiful frequency from Mother Earth comes straight up. If you look at the earth core for a moment, you see like this aquifer. And just imagine this aquifer of that pastel turquoise or that aquamarine coming all the way up into your heart cup now, filling your heart cup absolutely and completely, allowing this to rise up into your heart cup until you witness it overflow. Sutro e shayutro usalutro ke shayutro kesh. And this is how we never pour from an empty cup. This is how we stay full, okay? Mama Earth is here to fill your heart. She's like all the motherly love that you weren't able to receive or didn't receive as a child. Imagining that just overflowing now, all the love that you never were able to receive, either from partners, loved ones, siblings, friends, parents, grandparents, whatever. Let it all come into your heart space now. Su'ushayata nahanatreakati kisalutro koshayotrokesh. Filling you completely, because when we are full, that is reflected in our reality. And when we fill our hearts with this love and abundance, it is reflected in our world where we are met with love and abundance. So no more lack mentality here. You have more than enough. You are overflowing with love and gratitude and grace and peace and joy. This beautiful aquifer is always here for you. At any time throughout your day, you can remember that you have a direct connection to Mama Earth, and she is filling your heart cup all the way full, all the time. And if ever you feel drained or ever you feel depleted, remember that this space is here for you now at all times. Okay, now remembering that we have that beautiful honey colored light coming in from above. Let's stream that down again into the head, into the top of the crown, through the mind, through the face, down, relaxing your jaw, and then down your neck, into the collarbone, down your shoulders, and let that connect into your heart space now. And feel how your heart cup is now being filled up with the sweet pastel honey color of sweetness and forgiveness, and this aquifer energy that's coming up to fill your heart space. Allow these two energies to mix together, this above and below energy. You're connected to the higher consciousness of, say, God source, and you're also connected to the Mama Earth energy of this earth that we live in. And allow these two energies to mix together. As above, so below. It's balanced in your heart. Allowing those energies to now begin to expand and almost overflow, but just witness it as an expansion of your heart center, where you are now allowing it to fill your entire chest with this mixed frequency of, again, aquamarine, that pastel turquoise, and pastel honey color. And just allow it to swirl inside your chest, moving up into your shoulders and your upper chest and your shoulders. Sutro Keshaya Palisa Sutro. Moving it down your arms. Sutro Keshayo Palisa Sutro. Moving it down your forearms and out your hands. And there is more than enough. This is an infinite source. It's coming in from above. It's always there. And it's coming up from the earth core, which is always there. There's more than enough here to really rinse you clear of anything that's not in alignment with the highest love and joy and with your highest self, with that version of you that you're ready to step into. So anything that's not in alignment, just let this frequency wash you clear now. Sutrakesh, Yopalisa Sutrakesh. Let it run down from your shoulders, down your arms, and out your hands. Allow this energy from your heart space, from your chest, to expand into your lower belly, going into all of the major organs, giving them life source, giving them the nourishment and the energy that they need in order to function in their highest way. So really allowing all of your major organs to receive all the energy and life source energy that it needs in order to fully heal, fully repair itself. Now, here's something I'm going to say is that this frequency that we're working with is intelligent. It has a wisdom of its own. It knows exactly how to heal you. And your body is also very wise. Your body is so intelligent. It knows exactly where to bring that energy and exactly how to heal. So with these two forces, these two intelligences combined, there is this really powerful healing that takes place. So trust in the wisdom of your body that it knows how to heal, and trust that this energy that we're working with is wise, it is intelligence, it is alive, it is breathing, it is conscious, it is, it loves you. And just allow that frequency to really enter into all of your major organs and all the spaces in between the spaces of your belly, allowing it to go to your lower back, Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, all the way up your spinal column, Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And I'm just going to invite you to move this energy into any area of your body at this time that really needs a little extra TLC. So whether you have any sort of aches, pains, or little ailments or any dis-ease in the body, bring that energy, just direct it with your consciousness, and imagine that that energy is flowing to those areas of your body now. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, allow it to flow through your entire being. Sutrakesh, Shayopalisa Sutro. Also trusting that the body has a wisdom and can direct this energy exactly to where it needs to go. Sutrakesh, Shayopalisa Sutrakesh, Shayopalisa Sutroko, Shayotrakesh. All right, now we're going to work and just witness that every single cell in your body now, this energy is going to go into every little cell of your body. So every cell is going to be drinking up this life force energy. And so as we age, our cells tend to get dehydrated and deflated. And so I want you to imagine that every cell is now getting plumped up and rehydrated and full of life force energy, full of vitality. Really, truly, you can see every little cell in your body is happy. Every little cell in your body is well. Every little cell is drinking up this frequency. And you can actually feel the difference that every cell is now vibrating at a different rate than it was before. This connection to pure consciousness, Sutroke, Shayupalisa Sutro, this balanced energy of above and below. Salutroke, Shayutroke, Shayutroke, Shayutroke. Moving this energy into every cell now. We're going to go into the cell. We're going to allow this energy to go into the mitochondria, which is where your messenger RNA is produced. And also this is the power plant. This is like the part of your cells that generate the most power. So allowing this frequency, this energy to go into the mitochondria, really amplifying your cell's ability to generate more power, because our cells are like little generators in our body, okay? So allowing the mitochondria to work exactly in divine correct alignment with the natural laws of creation. And we're going to create new messengers here where we're asking the messenger RNA to go into the nucleus and really allow our DNA to receive the message that we are miraculous beings of infinite potential, and we have the ability to shift anything and everything, okay? Nothing is stuck in stone. Everything is energy. Everything is fluid. And so this new message that's going to get sent to the DNA is really going to turn on our gene codes so that we remember what our natural abilities are and that we can shift and change. And everything is responding to this. Sutrokesh, yapalisa sutrokesh. And so now, kind of zooming out from the mitochondria, going into the nucleus, we witness that there are chromosomes, and we go right into the DNA. And the DNA is responding to its environment. This is called epigenetics, where if you're under a lot of stress, the DNA will actually turn on certain stress responses, which is where we have these genetic predispositions to certain dis-eases in the body. And when we get stressed out, they get turned on, okay? So what we want to do is, we're so filled up with life force, we're so filled up with this connection of love and grace and peace, that the DNA is responding to this. This is epigenetics. And so I want you to witness now that the DNA is getting filled with this frequency, this filled with this frequency of eternal life source, of this eternal flow of infinite potential and possibility. All of our multidimensionality exists in the DNA. And so it's responding to this frequency. And so all the gene codes that are laying dormant, that have the ability for you to really step into the fullness of who you are, we're going to ask those gene codes to turn on now. The gene codes of abundance, of vitality, of grace, of peace, of gnosis. So you know your truth. Sutrokesh, shayotrokesh, shayotrokesh, imale sa sutrokesh. Allow all of your DNA to respond. And we're going to go through the DNA now. We're going to go even deeper. And so the DNA is made out of amino acids, which are chains of molecules. And so now you're seeing those molecules. And even deeper still, we know that those molecules are made out of atoms. They're made out of elements. They're made out of, atoms. And so we're going to go right down into this atomic layer. Okay. So let's go right into this atomic layer. And I want you to sit on one atom. And I want you to witness that there is so much space between this atom and the nearest atom. According to quantum physics, our reality is 99.9% space. So what this means is that if you were to shrink yourself down to the size of an atom, there are miles or kilometers of room between this atom and the nearest atom. You would need a set of binoculars just to see that next atom. And that's how much space there is. That's how much fluidness there is. That's how much things can shift and change. Things are not as solid as you may believe, right? And so I want you to witness that this frequency fills all the spaces in between the spaces. And I also want you to witness something else, that this is not empty space. It's living, breathing consciousness. It is actually pure consciousness. It is pure creation. And as you witness this and as you realize this, the light comes on. This is the fabric of reality that is living, breathing, and responding to you. This is the realm of miracles. This is the template level, the base point of what can shift change. And if we change it at this level, it ripples up into the conscious world, into many layers, right? It comes up to the 2D world, to the 3D world, and all the way through your multidimensionality. So this is the base template level of what is possible. And it is indeed responding to you. It's like a grandfather that hasn't seen you in a long time, and he rejoices to say, oh my goodness, thank you for coming home. Thank you for remembering that I'm here and I'm wise and I'm a teacher and I love you and I can't wait to embrace you. This is a very sweet, loving grandfather that has learned all these lessons and is just so joyful and has that big chuckle. Okay, so that's that joy. And it's like, oh, really embrace that. And this same fabric of reality, the same wisdom, the same intelligence, it's responding to you at all times. And this is actually the same feeling of where we were at the very beginning of this session when we connected to that ocean of consciousness of unity. It's here. It's inside you. It's not far away at some distant planet or some faraway galaxy or at the end of the universe. It's here now. It's inside you. And so remembering this, you almost have this elated feeling of bliss run through you. And this light permeates now from the fabric of reality through the atoms, through the electrons, all the way up to the molecules, to the DNA level, kind of permeating the cells from the inside out. And now you can see every cell in your body is glowing from its own power source within, and it's emanating and filling. Every cell of your body is glowing like little sunshines, glowing and vibrating happily. And everything fills your body now. It fills your major organs are glowing all the way through. Your inside of your body is glowing. Your skin is now glowing. It's coming from the inside. This is your source. You are connected to the big power source. It's within you the whole time. Sutrokesh, shayotrokesh, shayotrokesh. All the way out from your skin layer, we're going to move out into the first layer of your aura. That first glowing band around your body is actually the 4D. Right? So our bodies are more of the third dimensional bodies that we're in. So that next layer out, the etheric layer out, is your 4D self. So permeating that layer. Sutrokesh, shayotrokesh. And the next layer out is your 5D self, Sutrokesh, connecting you to your voice chakra. And the 4D self connects to your heart chakra. Okay. So the next layer, the 5D that we're working on, we're permeating that. It begins to glow. It's connected to your voice. The next layer out is your 6D layer. It's connected to your third eye. Sutro Keshe Upalisa Sutro. The next layer out is the 7D self, connecting you to your crown chakra. Sutro Keshe Yutro Kesh. The next layer out is your 8D self, connecting you to the higher heart chakra. That's right between your voice and your hearts, right? Your collarbone, right here. That's your 8th dimensional chakra, Sutrakesh, and that glows and fills with light and permeates out. And now the next layer out is your 9D self, connecting you to the base of the skull, that cluster of nerves, that one that we worked on, that vagus nerve, glowing from that layer out. And the next layer out is your 10th dimensional self, connecting you to the very first star that's floating above your head, not the third star that we were working with, but the very first star. Some people call this the soul star. Sutrakesh, Yopali, Sasutrakesh, Ayotrakesh. And the next layer out is your 11D self. And this connects you to the second little star on top of your head. Sutrakesh, Ayotrakesh, Ayotrakesh. This beautiful light just permeates all of those layers to the 12th layer out. And this connects you to your Earth Star chakra. This is very special, connecting you to the star that's just below your feet, about 6 inches in the earth. This holds your 12th dimensional consciousness. And 12th dimensional consciousness is Christed consciousness of unity. And this also connects you to the Earth template. This is where you connect into the planetary light body. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And moving out to the 13th layer of your aura, it's glowing. And this connects you to the earth core that we were connected to, where Mama Earth frequency is emanating from. This is also part of your multidimensionality, your light body. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And now one more layer out, actually 2 more layers. So we're going to go one more layer is the 14th dimension. And that was the very tippy top 3rd star that we started with that beautiful cream color honey. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And the 15th layer out connects you actually past the earth. So past the earth core, so through the earth core, out the other side, and it's a deep universal anchor point, okay? And it has this very pastel, it's like a pink color. If you could imagine, it's very loving. Sutrukesh, Shayotrukesh, Shayotrukesh. And this is how large you are on a universal level. You are part of the universe. This is all of these points, all of these chakra points connect you to the universe as a whole. This is how big you are. And so we're not going to play small anymore. This is how we connect to our universal self. This is how we connect to the power source within. Remember, you are glowing from the inside. It's filling from your cells all the way out to your body and through all of these layers of your aura. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And from this place, this is where we call in our miracles, because we get bigger than our problems. And so at this level, if there's anything in your way right now that you find is a roadblock, anything like that, anything at all that could be preventing you from fully actualizing your goals, your dreams, your intentions, everything that you're asking for, it's coming from inside and rippling out. So anything that's really preventing you from knowing this on an everyday level, let's clear all of that now. And just from this larger point, remember that these problems look like tiny little ants. They're like little specks. You can clear them no problem, no matter what it is. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. Iya malayusuko Shayotrakesh, Shayamalaisa Sutro. So this is truly who we are, okay? We have the ability to heal. Our bodies have a wisdom. This energy has a wisdom. And from a place of creatorship, we begin to take responsibility for all the little things we used to think were so big. We're the ones who gave them our problems. We gave our power away. We made our problems seem so big when in reality, they're not. So anything that you can identify as a problem right now that you might face in your day, I want you just to, from this huge standpoint, I want you to dissolve all of that now. Because if you created it, you can also uncreate it. And that's your ability, because you are a co-creator. So if you created any sort of problem and gave your power away to it, you can uncreate that problem now and dissolve it. Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. And if that's a little tricky, just open the hand that's holding it and let it go. Sutrakesh, Shayapalisa, Sutrakesh, Shayotrakesh, Shayotrakesh. So this is basically the foundation of our work. We're not going to go this detailed in our future sessions, but this gives you a really great this gives you a really great idea and a standpoint and a foundational point of what is possible and the energies that we're going to be working with, okay? And so at this time, we've got about 5 minutes left. So I'm just going to ask you to put your hands on your chest for a moment and take a deep breath. And come back into your heart space. I want you to put both feet on the solid ground wherever you are right now. Just make sure you're nice and grounded. I want you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and grow your roots down into the earth where you are sitting. We're anchoring all of this multidimensionality into the planet, into our physical bodies. This is available to us at all times. We're going to just take a moment to just fully ground, making sure that we're not too far out, but at the same time, stay expanded. Don't shrink, okay? Walking around like you are a giant is absolutely what is needed right now. Sutrakesh, take up all the room because I want you to be aware that everybody on this earth is a creator, okay? We lived in a shared reality. But those who operate in a low frequency, they make very small ripples in the pond, okay? When we operate from a very large expanded frequency, we make really big ripples in the pond. And I know that each and every one of you are coming here with beautiful intentions of peace and joy for this planet, for your loved ones, for your own happiness, for your own blessings to be realized. And so when you stay expanded and you make large ripples, you aren't just healing yourself, you're healing so many people in your reality. You are healing this earth. So take up room and don't play small anymore. This is your true self, okay? So this is the foundation of knowing what is possible, getting bigger than your problems. Sutrakesh. So if you run into any sort of roadblock, hurdle, whatever it is, I want you to remember that it's just super tiny, right? Super, super tiny compared to who you are. And I'm going to just hold this space open for a moment. I'm going to just be quiet for a moment. I also have a little bit of a music soundtrack to play at this time, so I might actually move into that. So just give me a moment.
Beloved, try this. Start each day like this, and yours will be a beautiful, peaceful, open, and loving day. Place your hand on your heart and lower your head and begin by saying, thank you. Thank you to life. Thank you for life. Thank you for you. Thank you for me. Thank you for the mind and the senses. Thank you that I can say thank you. Thank you for each and every encounter today. Thank you for what is bitter or sweet, for all are gifts for my growing. Thank you. Thank you, life. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you for the air that I can breathe. Thank you for these songs you've given me. Thank you for the times I couldn't see, but now we're free. Thank you for this simple life I know. Thank you for the pain of letting go. Thank you for the times I felt alone. Now we're home.